Some say cats have 9 lives, so could the same be said for the Young County Humane Society?
This, as shelter officials say, for the third time in just a few short years, they've dodged the risk of having to close the doors there, at least for now.
Landon McBride joins us now. And Landon, it was just last week they announced they would be closing for good.
That's right. Today was supposed to be the final day the Humane Society would be open. That was until $42,000 in donations came in over the last week. Some major changes were made, allowing the shelter to continue caring for animals in Young County. The board of directors that made the decision to close the shelter all resigned, leaving the Humane Society of Young County with the task of recruiting a new board.
Last board, they done a lot for us, and I really appreciate that. But I just think they were burnt out, and it was time for them to let somebody else take it.
The shelter worked hard to find rescues to take the animals that were living at the shelter, and they were successful. So shelter manager Holly Lawrence says that will ease some of the financial burden.
Just having a low number is a relief. It's amazing to go from 67 cats to probably, I think, 8. So in a week.
New board president Jacqueline Burke says she knows the reputation of the Humane Society has taken a hit over the last couple of years.
Really working to foster goodwill. He feels as though there might be some in the community that feel that the shelter has been through, some scandals, and there's been, this and that, and it's almost going to shut down. So he's really there to help us make sure that the goodwill of the community is fostered, and we develop a relationship of trust and, sound judgment.
One of the main things the new board will be focusing on is trying to change the way donations are made to the Humane Society.
Working on partnerships and getting monthly donors as opposed to this big influx of, like triage donations. If we could get, the equivalent of about 1,500 community members to donate $10 a month, it would fully fund the shelter.
And with just 3 months of operating expenses, a small number of animals on hand, and a new board leading the helm, the Humane Society of Young County is set for a fresh start. Jacqueline Burke says they are working on partnerships with dog food distributors to bring in a lot of dog food, and cat litter. She's hoping they could even get enough to supply the shelter for an entire month.
Okay, Landon, thank you very much for that report.